Well, folks, R. Kelly is in the news again.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
A few weeks ago, some serious allegations came out against R. Kelly, again, this time accusing him of keeping young women as sex slaves. A new testimony by one of the women who was supposedly held captive by R. Kelly explains in a short interview that R. Kelly preys on underage girls, at least in her case, and other vulnerable women, using his fame to lure unsuspecting teens into a mentally and physically abusive relationship. His lovers sign a non-disclosure agreement, as well as give up the right to use the restroom or shower without permission. They give him executive control over each and everything that they do. From the article, Johanna Pace, 24, has decided to break her non-disclosure agreement and speak out about the abuse she suffered at R. Kelly's hands. According to an interview with BuzzFeed, Pace says that when she was 16 in 2009, she spent several months with Kelly. She met him the year before when he was on trial for producing child pornography. Pace went to the courthouse every day to ask for his autograph. Eventually, Pace says somebody on Kelly's behalf reached out to her on Facebook and connected her with him. She began to spend her weekends with Kelly at his house where they would have sex. Pace claims that he was well aware that she was underage, as she showed him her ID and her youth seemed to excite him. She recounts that he had her dress up as a schoolgirl and wear her hair in pigtails. She had to follow strict rules, which included dressing in baggy clothes, turning over her cell phone, and asking permission to shower, eat, go to the bathroom, and leave the property. If she broke the rules, she said, she was mentally and physically abused. Pace recently ended their relationship, later deciding to sue him. "If I was to get criminal charges," she tells BuzzFeed, "it would probably be like it was last time, where he wouldn't get convicted." Kelly settled the suit out of court, promising Pace an unnamed sum of money if she would sign a non-disclosure agreement, but Pace says that he has not paid her what he owes her. But that's not why she's speaking out now, she says. She's worried about the women who are still living with him. "If I can speak out and I can help them get out of that situation, that's what I will do," Pace says. "I didn't have anybody to speak up on my behalf when I was going through what I was going through with him." This woman's story lines up perfectly to the claims made by the family of another one of R. Kelly's supposed sex slaves as a press conference from about a month and a half ago with another one of his former lovers, claiming almost the exact same thing.
As far as the conditions that's treated, where you have to ask to be, take a bath, permission to shower, to eat, permission to go from one room to the next. He really manipulates your mind because of who he is and his fame. So if it wasn't because of his fame and you're happy because you're with R. Kelly, he wouldn't get away with doing the things they want. So as far as these girls, I feel like they've been in so long that they will need help because of the things that he puts in your head and make you believe everybody's against you.
That clip was from about a month and a half ago. The article was from yesterday. So as you might imagine, things are starting to heat up quite a bit. Looking back at the article, the 15-year-old girl that met R. Kelly, she was 16 when they finally hooked up, apparently. The fact that she met him outside of the courthouse where he was on trial for producing child pornography speaks volumes not only of his arrogance, but of the allure that these celebrities hold over young women, especially.
Just maybe 100 or so years ago, 100 and such a few years ago, that women were still viewed as chattel.
Well, if you have the right connections, women are still chattel. And if you're in the right country, slavery is still a thing. So the people who tell you, you should feel bad that there are slaves in this country. Don't you feel bad? Well, not at all, but I feel slightly more guilty that we're all using products that were made by people who were more professional at the age of 7 than I probably ever will be at anything at any age. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I'd like to know if you think that R. Kelly is completely innocent, he's never done a bad thing in his life, or whether you think he's guilty as hell and a great example of the dark things that are going on in the music industry behind the scenes. Perhaps, perhaps not. But either way, I'd like to hear what you guys think, and I will see you all later.